Hello, everybody, and welcome to Manga Reflux. Yay! Yay!
Yay!
No one's yaying with me. Yay!
Yay! I'm sorry, I was eating something.
I don't want to yay.
Alright, this week we are doing Bleach 613. And the second part of the Naruto War Arc.
Yay.
AKA Confrontation.
Yay.
Huzzah.
Yay.
Alright.
Don't worry, we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 arcs left, including this one.
And then we
If
can
you
do a
count
new manga.
Kaguya as its own separate arc.
And then we can do a new manga.
Yes, probably the Breaker.
Yeah, unless something pops up that we need to do. Like Boku no
It's probably
Hero.
going to be the Breaker for when Naruto finishes, and when Bleach finishes, we are not doing this retrospective crap again.
No,
not
that's
for
not.
Bleach,
Can we do
Fuck.
Boku no Hero? I like that.
I was going to suggest that. That's the one with Detroit Smash or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, okay.
It's the one that's currently not been below number 1 in the rankings ever since it came out.
Yeah, so we're probably going to do that next.
Yeah.
After we start doing Breaker. Yeah, so. Starting with Bleach, because we start with Bleach.
I'm so sorry, mere humans. You cannot hope to defeat Yuha Bach with your abilities.
It's Hwak again.
It's not.
No, it says Yuha Bach. That's why I'm so happy.
It does.
Mine's is spelled Hwak.
Yours is spelled by an idiot.
Yeah. You're not reading the right translation.
No. There is now officially a correct translation. Or rather, a correct translator that people should read.
Right.
And that is the one that gets the fucking name right. So, you know.
For the, I read it on my normal site first, and it was the wrong one. And now I'm reading on Eat Manga, and it was the right one.
Yeah.
Good
It's
man.
refreshing.
I'm too lazy to do that, so I'm going to read the wrong one.
Also, well, it's good to have a different one, just in case there's interesting, different things. Just like a black you will die, for example.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we have fan art of Thunder Tits, because that's
Sure.
the new Gaara bell, apparently.
I mean, I'll be into that.
Because we need more Thunder Tits.
Yes, we do. I'm okay with that.
Zero said tits.
Yeah, he did.
You know what? I can say things like that, no problem. It's just...
Then we have fan art of Rukia, apparently looking at Thunder Tits and being strangely aroused.
so there, right?
That is a strangely aroused face, yes.
Yeah.
I'm into that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Monk, dude.
That is all there is to the so-called peace. I thought that was weird, the Red Palace, but that's not what it says. It says
That's
peace.
all there is to the so-called peace. Dare and
Right.
awkward arousal.
Okay, seriously, what does this page even
I
mean?
don't know.
get
I was going to ask that. Did anyone...
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's saying you can't beat him, and there's no need to worry because that's all there is to the so-called peace. I don't get it.
No, that makes no
I'm
sense.
not even going to think about it too deeply because I'm pretty sure the author didn't.
Yeah, I'd say it's a bad translation, but apparently that's the same in both of them, so that's apparently what it says.
And the name of this chapter is The Ordinary Peace. I don't get it. I really don't get the name.
No.
Maybe it's referring to the fact that you can't really have peace. There's always conflict somewhere. So, limited.
Maybe, but what does
selective
that have
peace?
to do with them just throwing themselves at a meat grinder?
I don't know.
Alright, so, yeah.
We have the inexplicable computer room again with the captains.
Because everybody wanted to go back here.
Yeah, I find it interesting.
It's certainly more interesting than some other things they could be talking about.
Like?
I don't know.
At the moment, Ichigo and the group have actually arrived, so, I mean, I'd kind of like them to do their thing.
Yeah.
They're apparently on running time at the moment, so...
Yeah, right.
First they were at flying time, and now they're at running time.
Yeah, I mean, look at it this way. We could get 3 more chapters of them trying to make it to Yuha Bak and not making it.
Next they're going to get to the Sea of Souls or something, and it's going to be swimming time. Then we get to hear about what's going on.
They have to charter a boat.
Then they get back to shore, and then there's bikes waiting for them since biking.
There's a whole quest to even get the boat.
Fucking triathlon going on.
What's the deal? Looks like it's ready to go, eh, Kisuke? Oh, yeah. And who look appears? It's Ukitake. I like him.
Yeah, and he's apparently replacing the Forces captain, apparently. I guess.
Better at healing, because he's always sick.
Because he's been healed so many times, he's learned all that shit through osmosis. Because that's totally what happens when you're undergoing long-term treatment. You suddenly, inexplicably gain a medical degree.
Why are you taking my liver out?
I feel like
you're taking my liver out? Wow, I know how to do that now.
I feel like it's more like, because he's so sick, you get to the point where it's just like, I just need to do the healing keto or whatever, so I can just study up on that when I'm not dying, and then I can probably heal myself and not have to go to the doctor as much.
See, that makes sense. That would work.
That is not how it was worded, but whatever.
No, that does not work.
Due to my frail and sickly nature, I actually have a very profound knowledge of healing techniques, which can imply that he, because he's so frail and sick, he actually went and found all that knowledge.
Yeah, but again, that's like saying I'm going to go through 8 years of medical school so I don't have to go to the doctor anymore. And by the way, when you go through 8 years of medical school, they tell you not to treat yourself.
You know what?
Yeah.
This is like the healing keto stuff, though, so it's not the same.
I was about to say that, this is energy, though. So if he was undergoing the same treatment a lot, he would know how it would work. That would only help with that treatment, I mean, but it would
like
give
if it was
started.
in the real world, and you wouldn't open yourself up and then start operating on yourself. That would be kind of really dumb.
Awesome. That'd be awesome.
It would be awesome, but it would be really dumb. This is just energy stuff. And energy healing crap, you can just, I don't know, if you're a captain, you can just be like, I've been my whole life been kind of really sick for some inexplicable reason, so I might as well research this.
But the thing is, it's not inexplicable. It's pretty heavily implied to be tuberculosis, and yet he is somehow treating everyone. So basically, he is going to every patient who is in the 4th Division barracks.
Treating them for tuberculosis, and it's working.
Yeah, he's basically going, let me just exfoliate your lungs, but I have a stab wound in my stomach. I'm sure it'll help anyway. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll work it out.
Yeah, healing keto is apparently healing keto. Fucking magnets, how do they work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Don't you dare question Kubo's logic.
Yep, it's art logic. Let's be fair. It's art logic. Yeah. We're thinking about it way too much, more than you really should think about it. So we're just making fun.
Just don't think about it. He can heal. That's all you need to know. Why? You don't care.
Ask something in the chat. Axiom asked something in the chat.
Was I supposed to join?
I thought he was leaving.
If you have time, 2 hours. There we go. If he comes in, he comes in.
Yeah.
So the moral of this story is that when you're a captain, apparently, a decent captain, you're badass enough to learn how to heal things too.
Yeah.
Just, on the spot.
Sure.
Just cause.
Why not? Also, he's super happy.
I know, right? He's excited about it.
It's weird.
He's not just excited about it. He's taking some of the medicinal.
Okay, look at it this way. Okay, you spend most of your life.
Immensely.
Look at this way. You spend most of your life as a captain, basically doing nothing because you're sick, and so you're feeling well. You're going out. You're healing everybody. You gotta be in a good mood. Like, hey, I'm doing something. I am important today.
Yeah, all our top medic is dead, so I guess I'm top medic now. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a job to do, and meanwhile he's infecting everybody with his disease.
I don't think it's contagious. I don't think tuberculosis works like that.
I don't know if it's energy tuberculosis and he's doing stuff with energy. I don't know.
Energy tuberculosis. That's the most dangerous kind.
Don't get tuberculosis in your soul. There's no curing that shit.
Yeah, so he's super great at medical techniques now and stuff.
He's like, all the credit really goes to Vice Captain Kotetsu and third seat Yamada. Remember Yamada?
He's third
Oh,
seat
good
now?
Yamada.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently.
Coming up in the world.
Yamada, you work so hard.
He also looks like he's about to pass out.
You always look like that, though.
That makes sense, though, because they've been working nonstop to heal everybody who's dying.
Granted, yeah.
And if it
Yeah, I
wasn't
imagine
for
that
Cap-
entire division is just incredibly overworked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And the 11th is like super psyched that they're all healed and stuff now, except, someone.
oh, and guess what? Kenpachi shows up. Yay!
Looking surprisingly like a lizard man.
He
Yeah.
does! It's great! Captain Zaraki, you're somehow on your feet and moving? Wow, we weren't expecting you to be relevant to this at all.
Hmm.
I hope he's relevant. I hope he's not just like the Anbu from Naruto, where he dies just to prove the threat. But, I mean, I think we've proved the threat by now, so I don't know.
Where's Yachiru? She's out doing something, so we don't have to write her or do anything involving her.
Pretty much, well, ish. She's missing, I think is the implication.
Aren't her bones still made of cookies?
Yep. Well, maybe.
Did no one pick her up? Like, what the fuck? Like,
I think
went to get him, but where was she when they should have been in the same general area? He didn't go that far.
They weren't, because he moved way away to get away from her. Because dude could summon lava somehow. But didn't when he could. Decided to surround him with water, but not lava.
No, if you could turn Ichiro's bones into cookies, why can't you turn his bones into lava?
Why can you turn his bones into cookies? That'd be
Or
awesome.
can you turn him into lava? Or him into a cookie.
That would just killed him. That would have been the end of the show right there.
Majin Buu style. Turn him into a cookie.
I'm actually really hungry for cookies right now because we keep talking about them, so I'm just gonna...
I
I just happen to have some right
I
now.
have some here as well. Not eating they exist.
So, yeah. Zaraki, because they're totally different characters, is super pissed because they're not out looking for Yachiru and stuff. And things. And he's so pissed off that he decides to go off on his own to look for her, rather than help out with whatever crap these people are doing.
Tanuki Take thinks he can keep that he can, or Hara. Whatever. Mr. Clog and Goggles, or Hat and Goggles. I don't know. Hat and Clogs. I can't say anything anymore. I give up. Mr. Hat and Clogs tries to think he can. I don't know where Goggles came from.
I have not been reading Bleach in months. What the hell am I reading?
Alright. Where we are. I'll send you a link. Alright?
You're reading
I'm reading the last chapter right now, and I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. Here, Mr. Handclogs thinks he can constrain the Zaraki, but it's not a good idea.
Alright, basic breakdown for your benefit is Quincy's, they're more than just Uryu. They're all working to destroy the Soul Society, and they're doing a pretty fucking good job of it. And let's see.
This is the guy with the killer stash.
Yeah.
Yuhabok's mustache can literally destroy the universe and rewrite reality.
And he's doing a good job of it right now.
Yeah.
It also lives off of the mustaches of his subordinates, because he killed them all. So now...
And now it's slowly growing. It will never become a beard. It will become a mustache so great it will defy all logic when it comes to hair.
So, like Whitebeard?
It will look like a beard, but it is still a mustache.
Yeah, that starts on his upper lip, even if it goes all the way down his face. Yeah, man.
Dog agrees.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Also, that would be an absolute nightmare to eat with.
It's a soup strainer. That's the terminology, right?
It's a soup curtain. It'll be a soup curtain.
The mustache is sentient. It just shovels food into his face without having to use its hands.
It's not even in this chapter, and we're talking about it.
You have to feed you have to feed the mustache first, otherwise nothing gets through to your mouth.
Yeah.
Only eat when the mustache is full.
Gross.
But anyway.
Yeah, that is a
Alright.
pretty killer stash.
So,
I kind of want one.
Urahara is like, no, you can't go out and stuff. There's no point. And Zaraki's like, no, fuck you, dude. And then the glasses lieutenant shows up, and she's like, hey, stop being a dick. And he's like, okay, I'll stop being a dick.
Totally.
That's basically it.
Because Zaraki would totally do that.
I don't believe it. I think he's
surprised
still going to
somebody
go.
actually stood up to him.
It's just like she's just like, trust your squad. It's like, they kind of okay, fine.
Those losers, fine.
They actually manage to do more things than I do sometimes.
Yeah, they suck at killing things, but if they're just looking for a little girl, yeah, they're probably okay. Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe I should... No, you're alright.
Yaturu might be too strong for them.
She is. I mean, she's annoying and stupid, but she's super powerful. So, I mean, as long as they're not a threat to her, they should be fine.
I mean, weren't the requirements for someone being a lieutenant, you have to be a certain power level or something like that?
I don't know.
Something like that.
You're supposed to be, but I think they broke the rules in that regard. It's like, he just got his way and she was a lieutenant because
you need at least Shikai, I think. I know you need at least Shikai.
Zaraki basically fought the previous captain of the 11th to get the position, and he was like, okay, this is my lieutenant.
This little girl.
Any objections?
Yeah,
no,
pretty much.
And the whole squad went, nope, we're okay, boss. Whatever you say.
You just kill that captain. You can do whatever the fuck you want now.
Yeah, so Zaraki's on board for whatever crap they're actually trying to do. We don't even know.
Get to the Zero Division, it seems like. Or just...
Everyone grab my balls.
Yeah, everybody grabs a handful of Urahara's balls.
They're bigger than you'd expect.
Yeah, and he warns them that it's going to get a bit wet. So.
Ew.
Yeah. And then the ceiling opens.
Completely unrelated to the statement.
And then we have curtains on him, I think. The guy. The stash. Oh, right. The conquering heroes are here.
But look at that stash. It's got it so magnificent that it is literally his hair.
Yeah.
Things also melt into his cloak.
Okay, I'll admit at this point, yes, it has indeed gotten bigger again.
Yeah.
I know everyone
everyone
wants to say it's grown another size every chapter, but no. Now it's definitely bigger than it was last time. Absolutely.
Either Takubo can't decide what he wants to do, or he just can't control it.
No, he's drawing it so he doesn't have to draw as much as the face.
Now
that's the boring answer.
His mustache
I like that he can't control it.
Yeah, his mustache has gotten so strong and so big that now it has the power of speech, and its words are, "You damn monk."
How is he blaming the monk for this?
I don't know.
It's because Ichigo is there? They already knew about the clothes. I mean, that's how they used them. Or that's how they got there.
Yeah, and they were gonna go there anyway. I mean, the monk is alive because of these guys, not the other way around.
You know, it's just... his mustache...
Okay, Zero, enough. Really?
No. If you think about it, I think it actually has become his clothes as well.
That's what I was saying.
Like, when the monk was like, I'm going to take away the power of black, he could not take away the power of his mustache, because his mustache was blacker than the abyss itself. It all makes sense.
Anyway.
I'm going to do a foresight right now. They're going to chip off his mustache somehow in some way, cleave a few hairs, and he's going to lose all his powers. Next chapter, he's going to die.
Sam,
That's how
I
they
would
win.
love to see that.
That's what happened to Whitebeard.
Yeah. Fair call. That's... Alright. Then he's like, Ichigo. And stuff. Alright, you're totally gonna die here. And stuff.
You are to be crushed atop the gears of fate. A small insect like you has no need to curse his destiny. Be thankful. It shall be by these very hands that you perish.
It's an honor to die by these hands.
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna kill you so dead soon.
Now we just need a shotgun and some moonshine. We'll be in business.
He's got the mustache. Alright, and then we get a celebratory page of 13 years of miracles. Bleach has been around for 13 fucking years.
Miracles? Is that what you call this?
I wouldn't call it a miracle, but okay.
I think the fact that
It's
the
a miracle
series
it's
is still
still
going
running.
and wasn't just dropped completely, that's a miracle.
Jinx.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. So, yeah, 13 years. Like, 4 of them were worth talking about.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Well, worth talking about... I mean, we're talking about it now, and we've been talking about it for like a year, so... Maybe 5, I guess.
I'm calling it now. This thing is going to last for at least 80 more chapters.
God, I hope not.
2 more years.
It's going to keep lasting. Remember
You know what?
we
Actually,
got-
I think it will last that long because we still forgot about Aizen. Aizen's still alive. He's gonna pop in somehow in some way in the end.
It's all going to be a part of his plan, too.
When we started the Quincy arc, this is the final arc, but he also said, hey, this is the halfway point.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
What else is it? Fucking Ichigo's gonna be a Dragon Slayer, watch.
So, yeah.
He's gonna be a Dragon Slayer, devil, fucking, I don't know, persona user. He's just gonna start becoming
Honestly, I think
creature types, different series.
He'll be a
He's
ninja
got
as well.
Ninja,
And
pirate,
he's gonna be the next Spirit King.
space outlaw, whatever you want to give him.
The next Spirit King. There we go.
Oh, God. Is that actually going to happen? That, no.
That's probably gonna happen. This is Taikubo we're talking about. Anything can happen. Anything.
Anything stupid could happen, maybe. Ugh.
There you go. He's gonna be
Sounds
the
like
next
a terrible...
Spirit King.
That's right. Isn't he part Quincy too?
Alright, yeah, he's
He is Paul Quincy.
Yep. Anything can happen.
So, if
And
you're
then we have
listening
found
to
out
this,
of someone holding on someone's hair for some reason. I don't get what this is supposed to be.
So if you're
He's holding her
listening-
hand. She's, like, going to punch something. I don't know.
Yeah. So if you're listening to this, I just want to tell you right now, if in the future Ichigo does become the Spirit King, we called it.
You called it. I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest.
I'm calling it.
I hope it's not going to happen, but it probably will.
I'm calling it. It's going to be just like Shaman King.
Or he's going to be related to the guy somehow.
He's his grandfather.
Ichigo is going to sacrifice himself to become the Spirit King, because the Spirit King literally doesn't do anything. He just sits there to make the world keep turning.
Yeah, that sounds likely.
So he is going to be a Persona user.
In a sense, I
Ichigo's
suppose.
going to be the Great Seal, yeah.
He's gonna summon his persona, Zangetsu.
He's going to be a stand user, and the stand is going to be the world.
Sawadu.
Okay, so that was Bleach 613. It was dumb.
Yeah. We
Not
skipped
in
some
the
fan art,
offensive
but I
kind.
mean, yeah, it's
Not in the offensive kind of dumb, just it's kind of dumb.
this is Bleach. What did you expect? Kind of dumb. Yeah.
Dude's just dragging it out now.
Kind of. Well, this is his livelihood. The longer he can drag this crap out, the less time he has to spend coming up with a new idea.
Yeah. Bleach is not
True.
doing.
Maybe.
He's not doing anywhere as good at the rankings as the other stuff going on.
Maybe instead of wasting all those character designs on throwaway antagonists and random characters that only showed up once or twice, you could have put those into a different project, maybe?
Yeah,
Oh, we still can. I mean, look at fucking Rave Master and Fairy Tail. There was a bunch of fucking XPs and shit from that.
Oh, some of the characters from Zombie Powder that he drew are in the Bleach. I think Tosin was based off of like one of his villains in Zombie Powder.
In what?
In Zombie Powder.
Huh. I've never heard of that one, actually.
No, really. It's what he wrote before Bleach.
I'll have to look that one up.
Alright, let's go.
And now, fucking Naruto Retrospective.
Yay.
4 arcs left, folks. 4 arcs. Then we're done. Maybe 3.
We can do this. We can do it.
I don't even... This is the point when I stopped... I think we're actually way past the point when I stopped reading. And so I don't...
Tell you what, we'll make it 3 arcs. We're going to do the 2 for the war, and then the 10 Tails and Kaguya, and we'll make that a big, long episode just to get this shit out of the way.
Sure.
I think we realized I haven't read manga in ages, because the last part of Naruto I was at was when they were... I think when they sealed Sasori.
Wow, that's pretty far.
Yeah, it kind of got boring for me after a while.
Oh, yeah, don't blame you.
Yeah.
No, I saw the fight with what's his name, the glasses dude, when all dragoned out.
Kabuto?
Kabuto, yeah.
Okay. 4th Shinobi World War Confrontation. Ken, take us away.
Alright. So, war's on at this point, and it starts off with the Scrubs, which is pretty much called the Surprise Attack Division, led by Konkoro, of all people. Now, Surprise Attack Division pretty much means to me I don't have big explodey fucking techniques to blow shit up like everybody else that's of value in this series at this point. Which isn't fair,
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
but it is what it is. Now, Kabuto is with, I believe, Sai and Omoi, one of the Kumo ninjas. And they pretty much get attacked by one of Kabuto's zombie patrols, which is pretty much Sasori and Datara. And they fight...
Actually, I like those characters, so it's cool.
Yeah. They fight... Sasori takes control of some of Konkoro's squad mates. But Omoi actually winds up cutting the chakra strings, because you can cut those, apparently, and freeing their teammates.
I thought you're not supposed to. I thought nothing could cut them, even with other chakra-based weapons.
Yeah, I think that's one of those things they just kind of got rid of or forgot.
Forgot about it, or yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so while
Yachiro bones.
Stop eating cookies. Anyway, while this is happening, it reveals that Kabuto brought back Sai's brother, quote-unquote brother Shin, to use. And Sai gets all emotional and angry and busts out some new ink drawings and winds up beating down Sasori and Datara long enough for them to get captured and sealed. And they're defeated.
It would have been cool if the new ink drawing was basically just him writing "fuck you" in gigantic letters.
Yeah. I don't know why he doesn't do that.
And it works.
You should do that. If he had those powers, I would do that all the time.
Oh, yeah. And it works.
Anyway, meanwhile, Kabuto caught Anko, who was spying on him, and ends up using her to make his curse seal stuff stronger.
I think that was a Jinchi.
Because that's how it works.
Yeah, I guess. Whatever. She'll be more useful later for something else. Anyway.
For being fat?
Baby making?
I was saying, I think that's a Jinchi.
Way to go, Dark Spicer. Anyway,
Didn't mean by force.
Suddenly my fat comment is less offensive.
Meanwhile,
what was your defense, Slicer?
I didn't say by force. You're the one who added that part.
Anyway, sorry. Ken, go ahead.
All right. So meanwhile, Naruto still has no idea there's a war going on, he's still trying to train with Killer Bee to learn how to make a tailed beast ball, because that's what all of his training is about, learning how to do one thing at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Just put one foot in front of the other.
Naruto hasn't gone that far yet.
We'll
get there eventually.
Still trying to get the 1 foot there. And meanwhile, the surprise attack division's still out and about, and they get an unwelcome surprise. The 7 swordsmen of the mist, all of them, are back. With Haku as well, and some dude that makes stuff explode. He's apparently was a famous ninja. And there's another one from Suna who can basically suck the moisture out of anything and, like, dry it up. That's her power.
Pretty bad, yeah.
Yeah. It's also very, very, very relevant for someone from the desert, so I like that. Anyway, Kakashi shows up to save them. They're sorry asses because he's Kakashi, and he ends up having an entire flashback fight with Zabuza and Haku again.
Naturally.
That's pretty much all this is.
This is
the fan service fight. Hey, remember these guys when they were great characters? When we had great characters? It was great.
Hey, remember how awesome this fight was the first time? Yeah, this is pretty much what this is, and it pretty much ends in the same way.
Was there really any other way it could end? I mean, with this series?
Yes? No.
Oh, but I'm pretty sure the author could have just pulled something out of his ass. Would have worked. No one would have questioned it.
But
no, this is the series of everything happens over and 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 over again.
Okay, we get it.
I'm done.
Meanwhile, elsewhere, Gaara is doing Gaara stuff in the desert, and he winds up realizing that the second Tsuchikage is around.
Cool.
Now, this is relevant because the second Tsuchikage is supposed to be super awesome and no one could ever detect his presence. So, points to Gaara for being able to do that.
For being awesome, because he's Gaara.
Yes.
Yay.
Meanwhile, with the second Tsuchikage are the second Mizukage, the third Raikage, and the fourth Kazekage, a.k.a. Gaara's old man.
Oh.
The fucker.
Heartwarming
Hey, old man, I hate you. Let me kill you. All right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Gaara's cool with this entire situation at the start. Like, I get to beat up my dad? Awesome.
I get to squish him in a giant effigy of my mother? Awesome.
Repeatedly because he can't die? Alright.
Oh, all right. I looks at clock, looks at his watch. Yeah, I got the time. Yeah. Couple hours.
There are other people there to take care of the other people, so I mean, he can just do that for as long as he wants, really.
Yeah, and meanwhile, we find out that the 5 daimyos of the 5 countries are hidden at a safe house somewhere, being watched over by Mei, the 5th Mizukage, and her bodyguards. They're watching.
Now, see, them, I never understood what their role is. I understand from their feudal system, they are important to figureheads, this and that, but I always figured the Kages always had a lot more power than they did.
You'd think. I mean, did they have direct power? The daimyos just kind of run everything, though. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
They don't really take more effort to explain any of it in any sort of depth.
The only leniency is bloodline. Meanwhile, everyone else has military mights, power, finances, everything that the daimyo really don't have.
All they really have is
aren't shown to have.
Yeah, they don't show that what they do or have or anything.
Yeah, then again, they could have their own entire faction of military, just like how what's his name pulled out the samurai faction out of nowhere.
Oh
yeah,
and
samurai are established to be like fucking Land of Iron, and that's pretty much the only place that has them.
Yeah.
You see, that's what makes it hard writing anything involving any kind of daimyo.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing to them other than what we're told, and we're not told much. So you pretty much have to pick up your own impressions of your own.
I don't know, because a couple of things from the Nobunaga Oda stories, like manga and anime and all that stuff, they actually did a pretty good job depicting those characters.
Well, they do it enough.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They depicted those characters.
Mm.
This doesn't.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So anyway, daimyos are being watched over so no one kills them because apparently it's important to keep them alive for whatever discernible reason.
Who fucking knows?
I don't know.
Well, social order might break down a bit if they die, so it's a decent thing.
There's social order?
Wait. If there's a daimyo, does that mean there's an emperor?
Maybe?
Fuck.
Well, not really. They're pretty well established as being absolutely separate countries. So, there was an emperor, the sage. Her name was Kaguya, and she was a bitch, and she died-ish. And then there were no more emperors after that, basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
I secretly think Taikubo wrote all this. Because none of this makes sense.
Well, no, it's incompetent backstories are not exclusive to him.
Yeah, what's his name can write some pretty terrible stuff too.
You forgot his name again?
No, at this point it's just a running joke. It's Kishimoto, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gold star for you. Have a cookie.
Okay.
There you go. Brought to you by Kenshi. Now, elsewhere,
in the Legion of Doom,
the coast of the Land of Lightning, they're also setting up things there. Here we have reincarnated Dan, which is Tsunade's lover. He does some ghost shit that steals people's souls when he touches them. It's weird.
Okay.
And a reincarnated Asuma, and a reincarnated Hiyashi Hyuga, who's Neji's dad. Hizashi, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Do you care?
Not really.
Yes, it's entirely necessary that you get all of the details right in this intricate and well-detailed.
I'm just rattling off names because half of the people in this that I just named didn't do shit. So
yeah.
Anyway, Darui's there. He's awesome. He has black lightning, and he's black.
Yeah.
And he has a fold-up cleaver, which is sweet. Not very practical seeming, though. Seems easy to break.
Not really.
And the Gold and Silver brothers are two famous criminals from Kumo who are also there.
So famous, we never heard of them before.
Yep. And they have the treasured tools of the Sage of the Sixth Path. So treasured, we've never heard of them before.
Yep. I was about to say it, but yep.
And these two brothers are famous because apparently they were eaten by the Ninetales a long time ago. And they survived in its stomach by eating the flesh inside of its stomach.
As interesting backstories go, that is absolutely one.
So it would work, except for we just talked about that they're not actually physical beings. They're just made of chakra.
Yeah, kind of.
So now they have miniature Ninetales powers.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay.
You know, the longer this manga progresses, I keep forgetting they're all ninjas.
Yeah, we lost that a long, long time ago.
But we keep bringing it up because it's still funny.
Does anyone at all do a stealth kill? Anyone?
Zabuza did, or tried to.
I know, that was like
the Chidori is an assassination technique.
No, it's loud as fuck.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
It's loud, it's
like
flashy, he's coming at me. What's that noise?
It's literally named after the incredibly loud noise it makes when it's about to hit someone.
Yep.
Total stealth kill.
The thing is, when there are stealth kills, they're looked at as dishonorable or villainish when a villain does ninja things. Yeah, I know.
It's supposed to be. They're assassins. They're thieves. They're... Fuck. Not sorcerers.
He's literally quoting me without realizing it.
Anyways, please, move on.
All right. Elsewhere, there's a lot of battles happening, if you haven't noticed. There's also a battle happening elsewhere where Hanzo, the guy who beat up Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Orochimaru and gave him the name of the Sannin, is there. Also Chiyo, the old lady puppeteer who brought back Gaara. And Kimimaro, the badass bone dude who almost murdered Gaara's face. They're also fighting. And
not that they're important or anything.
Yeah, just, like, all these are just fights. There's There's nothing of value to most of these battles. They're just happening because, hey, characters fighting characters.
Pretty much, yeah.
And in this...
Hey, remember this guy?
Yeah.
And stuff? Yeah.
Hey, you know how badass we told you this guy is? Well, we're going to show you how cool he is now, is basically what all these are.
Again, element of mystery. This show no longer has that.
What is that sound? Somebody's futzing with their mic or something.
Yeah, sorry, my mic dropped.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, mic drop.
Drop the mic.
Anyway.
All right. So Mifune ends up taking them on because he's awesome samurai guy.
Woo, awesome. Oh, fuck it.
I actually like.
Yeah, pretty much.
Actually, I don't have a problem with Mifune. I like Mifune. He's the only person who's readily admits he's not a ninja in a world with supposed ninja. So I like him.
Fair enough. That's all right. That works.
He is what he is. He doesn't pretend to be anything else. He's a samurai. Just like everyone else, only he admits it.
Yeah. Well, a lot of ninjas would be more accurately classified as martial artists than, ninjas. I mean, samurai use swords. That's the thing that they do. So, just saying.
So anyway, Hanzo and Mifune fight. Mifune winds up injuring him and creates an opening to defeat him and seal him away. Blah, blah, blah. And now, Shikacho has to fight Asuma. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
And Choji's the only one that won't get his shit together because he's so emotional and soft inside.
Like a doughy boy.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with that.
Creepy places.
He's fat was what I was making.
So pretty much...
He gets pretty badass when he gets pissed off.
He does, yeah. I don't know. It's that whole gentle giant trope, but I don't mind it.
I don't care. I never cared about Choji, not the slightest bit.
Nah, he's pretty unimportant, really.
Yeah, he is literally a trope. He is the gentle giant, as Slicer said. And that's it. That's all there is to him.
Alright. So after being inspired by Ino and Shikamaru and being told by Asuma, who is still in control of his voice despite being forced to fight everyone to the death, Choji, actually does that butterfly thing on his own without use of cheating drug pills. And they're so large they can expand across the entire battlefield, and they give him the strength to defeat Asuma and so many other bad guys and seal him away. So that's closure there, apparently.
Apparently.
Apparently that was a character-defining moment.
Yeah.
I guess.
According to TV tropes, yes.
Alright, so back on the island turtle, Naruto apparently is getting in touch with his Nine-Tails side, and he's able to sense what's happening outside. He senses the Ginkaku and Kinkaku using the Nine-Tails chakra on the battlefield, because it's apparently a part of the Nine-Tails that's inside of him, and he wants to figure out what the fuck's going on.
At the very least, that makes sense. I mean, it's a part of him. It's been a part of him since birth, so it makes sense he'd be able to sense that first, beyond anything else.
And when he tries to leave, he is confronted by a bunch of Konoha ninja who are not going to let him leave. They're told, we can't let you go.
Good.
But they are all mooks, so he winds up getting past them. All of them.
Shocker.
Easily.
And heads out on his own. So, Naruto is now loose. Loose in the world. God help them all.
The war after the fight with Kisame.
After.
What was that?
No, okay.
That fight. So the war that they're all fighting to keep him from getting involved in anything is now null and void and moot because he's going out there anyway.
Yep.
Naruto, comically and tragically missing the point since whatever year this series started.
1999.
2000.
1999.
Okay, I was close. Fucking Naruto.
And there's so many fan fictions depicted to him. Why?
Well, because the setting is cool. The
The
characters.
setting is cool and interesting. A lot of the side characters are cool and interesting. It's just the main characters suck donkey balls.
Yeah.
Why is that popular?
The saying? Or
No, the character. Why is the main character
okay.
always useless or an idiot or all the above? Yeah, people eat it
because
up.
then you can see him fighting to overcome the issue. But
Because unlikely hero.
Yeah.
Because underdog.
in Shonen, it gets a little confusing because you got to stretch that crap out for like 400 episodes. So he doesn't really learn anything ever until the last arc.
Yeah.
Alright, so Killer Bee gets roped into going with him, so now both the things they're trying to protect are now out on the battlefield as well. But
Continue.
the good guys have a failsafe in place. They realize, hey, there's no way these two idiots are going to stay in place, so we have a big-ass 4-layered barrier to keep them in place.
Good.
But they break through it.
Yeah.
Bad.
That'd work if they weren't absolute powerhouses.
Yeah. It was like a 4-layered barrier that repaired itself. So even if they broke like a part of it, it would fix itself. They just broke it.
At some point, you would think they would realize these people, our friends, are planning on the possibility, no, the likelihood that we are going to be complete fucking morons. Maybe we should stop being complete fucking morons and think, hey, maybe they have good reasons to do this much to make sure we stay here.
You'd think.
But
You'd think
no.
they would realize that, but no. No, not so much.
Don't worry about it.
So apparently getting sick of waiting, Toby appears on the battlefield and summons the demonic statue of the Outer Path, which is apparently the body of the Ten Tails.
It's a big rock dude, right?
Yes, gigantic, monstrous rock thing with shackles.
Remember this, it's important for later. This is the body of the Ten Tails.
I always wonder what that was.
So Toby summons it to the battlefield and steals the treasure tools of the Sage of Six Paths, the jar thing that the Ginkaku and Kinkaku are sealed inside of, because they had the Nine Tails chakra, and he basically feeds it to the statue, so now it has Nine Tails chakra.
So, the fact that Naruto is a complete moron is entirely forgiven because it didn't even matter.
Yes.
Pretty much.
How lucky.
Don't worry about it.
That's kind of a loophole, isn't it? It's only a little bit of chocolate. It's not the actual QB's essence, though.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah, but
sticking point.
it can regenerate or whatever, so it doesn't really matter. As long as you get some of it, it'll always...
So it would just keep growing?
Basically,
Yeah.
when you read Naruto and you find things like this, the simple thing you have to keep in mind is the following words: "Don't worry about it. It's fine."
It's fine.
You know, it would have been nice
What?
if they had not had this stupid loophole, so that it would actually have been Naruto's fault that everything went to shit and the Ten Tails became the Ten Tails, and that it was all absolutely Naruto's fault.
And then there's a chance for, I don't know, something along the lines of character development.
That would have been a much better story.
Alright, so anyway, Toby decides, yeah, I got the Ten Tails now, so I'm just going to let the battle sit for the night, and he calls, and everybody goes home and watches the lines all night long. But there's a problem, because the white Zetsus that have been fighting all day have not only been fighting, they've been taking chakra from the people they have been fighting, and when they take their chakra, they can turn into perfect copies of them, and they've been slipped into the ranks.
Dun dun dun.
So
Dun dun.
yeah, so you can't censors can't pick out who's who, and it's just basically chaos. No one can trust each other. Nobody's getting any rest. It's just chaos.
As far as
Meanwhile-
big reveals go, this really isn't that bad, honestly.
I mean, when this happened, I didn't have a problem with it. I mean, they needed to give the white Zetsu something to make them, I don't know, useful.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean, them being plant people just wasn't going to be enough.
They're still mooks at the moment. at the end of the day.
People.
Now they're shape-shifting mooks, which is more dangerous.
Like plants, talk like people.
Anyway.
Meanwhile, Raikage and Tsunade were told that, hey, Naruto and Killer Bee are being stupid. They left the island turtle, so they go off to stop them themselves. And Raikage is pretty much like, yeah, you're not going any further, dude. I will kill you if I have to, because you're not ending the world because you want to go fight and be stupid.
Good man.
But B gets in the way because he's Killer Bee.
We've not got to that bit yet, so I'm going to wait for it.
So they have a flashback to their time coming up, training as brothers and blah, blah, blah. And Tsunade decides, you know what? I like Naruto. I believe in Naruto. He can end the war. Rakage's still like, fuck that. That's the stupidest thing I've heard all day. And decides, you know...
Yes!
And decides, you know what? Fuck it. If everyone's going to be stupid, I'm just going to go and cut his head off. So
Good man.
So A goes at him with his lariat. But B's lariat is stronger and knocks him back. And then B gives him a big old speech about how they're not Jinchuriki, they're people. And blah, blah, blah.
Well, that's cute and all. Any sound technician knows there is no such thing as a one-man army.
Not usually. Also,
Not
I don't
usually.
believe that. The stupidest thing he's heard all day in this universe, I don't believe that.
Tsunade then states that she will stand up with B and Naruto and she will fight the Waikage if he continues to attempt to kill Naruto. But A is like, fuck this, and he's still way faster than her because she's just Tsunade and she's not that fast. So
Just Tsunade is the best descriptor I've ever heard for.
Yeah.
So A just bolts right past Naruto. Bolts right past Tsunade and goes at Naruto with his best punch to rip his head off, but Naruto is super fast now and knows how to actually control his body now. So now dodges it.
Naruto learned to walk. Fuck.
Yeah.
Worried for the day that might happen.
He dodges the punch, and A's like, you know what? Whatever. Just go. I don't care anymore. He gives up.
After a single
I would
punch.
too.
Yeah. I think there was a flashback about him thinking about Minato or something like that, but comparing speeds.
Yeah,
In the game there was, I don't know about that.
yeah, there was in the manga as well.
Yeah.
Because nobody can be their own man or anything. Uh-oh.
I hate the series.
So, daybreak comes on the second day of the war, and Toby now has stolen something from Pain. He now has 6 paths of his own, comprised of all the dead Jinchuriki.
Poser.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
He stole Pain's gimmick, man. That's not cool.
Yeah,
That's gimmick infringement. You can't do that in anime.
You can't. It's like it's like recoloring an enemy. It's just wrong and done a lot. But wrong.
Dog agrees.
Yeah.
So
If we make t-shirts, that is so going to be a t-shirt. Then anyway, ...
So Naruto and Killer Bee are like running towards the battlefield, beating up all the right Zetsu mooks, doing their thing. And then they get
Not
attacked
even really trying.
Yeah, they're not really trying at all. Apparently, when Naruto's chakra hits like a bunch of white Zetsus, he turns them into trees or something. I'm not even kidding.
I guess that makes sense.
Why not?
Sure.
If he's using Sage Chakra, then it would, but still...
It's just Nine-Tails chakra.
I would think that would just burn them. But, okay, whatever.
Anyway, Toby winds up sending out Nagato and Itachi to stop them. And Itachi winds up still kicking those two wind up kicking Killer Bee and Naruto's asses, pretty much. Still.
Shocking.
Like, Nagato pulls out his whole bag of tricks, and Itachi still got his Mangekyo Sharingan, so they're still kicking ass. But then something happens, because when Itachi activates his Mangekyo Sharingan, the crow he put inside Naruto comes out of his mouth. And
Can
uses...
somebody explain to me how this works? Like, what?
No, when did that happen?
At one point while Naruto was looking for Sasuke, he met Itachi. And Itachi's like, hey, you like Sasuke, right? And Naruto's like, yeah. I mean, not in a gay way, but yeah. And then
No
Itachi
homo,
goes,
though.
cool. And here's a crow. And Naruto goes, and then the crow's in Naruto.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
Wait, does that really happen? It's like if you just bullshit.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that was how it happened.
basically, the crow has a Sharingan and has a hack Sharingan power that pretty much can break any sort of control or instill any sort of command in someone's head, and they will have to do it. So the crow ends up using that jutsu on Itachi, and the order that comes with the order is protect Konoha. So Itachi's free of Kabuto's control, and he actually winds up helping fight against Nagato.
Yeah, the idea was that crow would show up the next time Naruto fought Sasuke, and it would give the same command. It would be protect Konoha. It was just in case Sasuke still went on a roaring rampage of revenge, which he did, but, it still...
This actually makes sense.
I mean, it does
like, it
make
wasn't
a lot of
used
sense.
for its intended purpose, but it still worked, actually. Just kind of salvaging the plan, I guess.
They wind up helping to defeat Nagato, and Itachi's like, fuck, that Sharingan Genjutsu wasn't meant for me. Now I gotta go fix shit. Alright, later. And leave.
Yeah. I'm gonna go see my idiot brother and punch him in the face.
Repeatedly.
Maybe. Hopefully. Oh god, I hope so. See, that Paul wasn't in the game yet, so I don't know if that's what happens.
Well, if it's a fighting game, I assume you're gonna fight it. So,
Oh, yeah.
so yeah.
That's the next one. That's the one that comes out this year. So.
They're probably going to make you play as Sasuke during that fight.
Oh, I hope not. That'd ruin the whole thing.
That would really suck.
Besides, you're supposed to be playing as the good guys.
But in Naruto universe logic, Sasuke is apparently the good guy.
Okay, you're supposed to be playing as the cool characters.
But the Kishimoto
Naruto
Sasuke
universe,
is the cool character.
Sasuke is the coolest character.
He's Kishimoto's favorite. He loves Sasuke. He's the coolest. Look at all his cool powers and his cool pirate shirt.
You know, it's a lot of
Itachi
time,
has all those cool powers.
You know, it's a lot of time in Naruto, you will find that techniques tend to default to, like, especially near the end, this is greater than everything. This does everything forever. Or stuff like that. That's basically all of Sasuke's techniques. This will burn forever, or this is hotter than forever.
I'd love to be hotter than forever.
I am
It doesn't
hotter
even make any sense.
It doesn't have to make sense.
It just has to be hotter than forever.
It's evocative. Gets the people going. I'm quoting fucking
Blades of Glory.
terrible Will Ferrell movies. Anyway, Ken, let's go gorillas.
Alright, so Gaara and Onoki are now fighting the 4 old Kage, the old dead ones.
Yay, Gaara!
And Gaara's fighting his dad. Now
Yay, Gaara!
Gaara has sand, which in a desert is very important. But Gaara has
Yay, Gaara!
something better. Gold dust.
Boo, not Gaara. I'll shut up now.
But Gaara is able to counter by mixing some of his sand with some of his dad's gold dust. And then with the power of love, realizing that his power wasn't from the One Tails, it was from his mother's love, protecting him throughout his life, despite the fact that she died while giving birth to him. And he was
That
able.
doesn't mean she wouldn't love him. I mean, maybe at the moment she'd hate his guts, but...
No, I think it was everyone else said that she hated him.
Yay, Gaara.
And Gaara, with the power of love inspiring him, is able to restrain his father and defeat him. But that still leaves the 3rd Raikage and 2nd Mizukage. And Onoki's fighting Mu, but Mu's being invisible, so he can't find him.
It's just invisible, don't worry about it.
Now, Mizukage's powers is that he summons a big-ass clam that can make itself invisible.
Invisiclam!
This series, man.
Yeah.
Also, might I say, the second Mizukage looks awesome.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like a gentleman.
He looks like a character that should have a fucking name.
He really does. His name should be something dandy and foppish.
Yeah.
If he had a sword, it'd have to be a rapier, just because there can be no other weapon for him.
He needs a last name that starts with a W. It needs to have a W in it.
Winchester.
Yeah.
Winslow.
Like Charles Winchester or something.
Also, Celeste, you're pronouncing it wrong. It's Rapia.
Right.
Rapia.
He also sounds like he looks like he should have a French accent. I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I could make that sound with my nose as stuffed up as it is.
Yeah, it's in the back of the throat. It's not in the nose.
Whatever.
So, meanwhile, that's happening. The third Raikage is wrecking shit because apparently his power is his lightning armor is the ultimate shield, and he has like this 3-finger attack thing that's like the ultimate sword that can pierce anything. So he's like killing thousands of people, and then Naruto shows up.
Well, the thing about the Raikage is
it's not Naruto. It's that clone. That clone.
Oh
right.
God, that clone.
Of course.
It has begun.
Yeah, the thing about the Raikage's abilities, though, is in life he had to, use it sparingly because of the chakra cost, but he's dead and with infinite chakra now, so he can just use it forever.
Yeah. The thing about these zombies is that they are not only unkillable, they don't get tired. They're like real zombies. Only they have personalities and powers. So
they're cool zombies.
They're not cool zombies.
Not really.
They're cool zombies. They were, pretty much all of them were cool characters. That's why they were brought back.
But they're not cool zombies.
What are cool zombies exactly?
Zombies.
The Cruel from Night Angel Trilogy. The most badass zombie army I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, that's a good selling
monsters.
Point. Anyway, what's Gaara doing?
Oh, we'll get back to Gaara.
Oh.
So Naruto realizes that he can't hurt the Raikage, and that the only thing that's ever hurt the Raikage is when he was fighting the Eight Tails, and no one knows how he got that injury. Naruto figured it out from the wound on his shoulder. It was suspiciously shaped like the size of the Raikage's fingers, so he makes the Raikage hit himself with his own attack and wound himself, thus injuring him enough for long enough to be sealed. So he's defeated.
Wait. Naruto figured this out?
Yeah, that was weirdly intelligent of him.
That's entirely out of character. I've completely broken my suspension of disbelief. No. I'm out. Series sucks. We can stop doing the retrospectives now.
All right.
We're about to get back to Gaara.
I'm back in.
All right.
What's he doing?
So now Gaara is fighting the second Mizukage alone because no one can find him. And the oil from the clam and the second Mizukage is keeping him from using his sand the way he needs to use it.
Fucking clam, really?
Clam.
God.
What's wrong with the clam? Okay, first of all, I like Cloyster. Cloyster is one of my favorite Pokemon.
Cloyster is cool. Cloyster can hardly be called a clam, though.
What is it then?
Awesome.
It's a shell, isn't it?
It's
a giant seashell.
But there's a face in it. It's a clam.
See, clams just sit there, though, on one side, and Cloyster is sort of propped up on the edge and stuff.
I think Shelter is closer to a clam than Cloyster.
Yeah. Shelter's a clam. Cloyster is like a badass. Not a clam.
But what is it?
It's like a crab without any of its legs and joints.
It's an oyster. It's just an oyster. That's why it's called cloister.
Oysters aren't cool.
So does that mean its head is actually the pearl?
Sort of.
Yeah, it's a black pearl. Yeah, there we go.
Cloyster.
Are you really
Are we
looking
actually
this up?
I'm looking this up. Cloister. Da, 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 da. Okay, what kind of clams have horns?
Oh.
I didn't know they did.
They don't, but cloister does.
What is a
They
cloister?
might. They
Cloister's-
might grow odd shells. I mean, that happens all the time. But
Cloister's name is literally clam oyster. So what is it?
No, it's just a strangely spelled version of cloister. It's a very religious Pokemon, you have to understand.
right.
Don't think about it.
You got very.
Spend a lot of time in a monastery. Get it? 'Cause it's
Yeah, I
cloister.
get.
Alright, so
I think I'm making Ken mad.
just very confused with what's happening right now.
Don't worry about it.
This isn't something we can brush aside like Naruto. This needs to be discussed and found out.
Yeah.
I don't think the site ever
I don't
tells.
even know what we're talking about.
Talking about cloister and what it is, and I don't know. I still don't know what cloister is.
It's good for your soul.
Let's just call cloister awesome and be done with it. I don't care anymore.
It's an oyster, and you people know it.
Shut up, Slicer.
Oysters don't kill things and be awesome.
Here, I looked
Oysters
it,
don't
I,
have horns.
I looked
Oysters
it
are
up.
disgusting.
Oyster is a black pearl-like Pokemon.
Booyah!
Cased inside a light gray shell, which is surrounded by a second, jagged, blue-violet outer shell casing.
So it's not a clam.
It has
pearl,
one
that.
barb-like spike protruding from above its head, and multiple conical horns on its outer shell. Its shell is harder than diamond, with spikes that are even harder. Harsh tidal currents will affect the size and sharpness of these spikes. On its pearl-like face, it has two wide eyes and a mouth. Aside from its face and head, its internal anatomy has never been seen. There, that's a cloister.
So it's a pearl.
Yeah, I guess.
It's a black pearl.
Got it.
You
did, you called
Everyone was thinking it.
I was, yeah.
Alright.
Anyway,
Alright. ... So
Yeah, back to Naruto.
Mizukage has this big ass exploding clone that like builds itself back and then explodes stronger than the first time. But Gaara ends up beating it with using his sand and gold dust and I don't know. Oh, a sand clone. So when the thing tries to go off, Gaara's clone does stuff to it and neutralizes it. So
yay, Gaara.
the second Mizukage out of weapons is captured and then sealed.
Yay, Gaara.
Great, Gaara. Great, Gaara. You did great. And now Sasuke is awake. And he's taking his bandages off. And then he murders all the white Zetsus around him who are concerned about his well-being. They're telling...
No, they weren't. No one's concerned about Sasuke's well-being.
No.
I mean,
Not even Sasuke is.
I just felt bad for the white Zetsus. They, I mean, you just set them on fire and left. Like, really? They were probably feeding him and shit. Like, he couldn't see. And you're just gonna... Thanks for feeding me that soup that I couldn't see. Die.
Changing his bedpan and stuff. I mean, that's not pleasant work. You have to do that, though. Well, you don't have to, actually. If you woke up covered in his own shit, that'd just be fitting.
Maybe
Well,
that's
in fact, he's just blind, so it's not like he needs a bedpan, but they probably have to aim for him, is what I'm trying to say.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
thinking
wait.
maybe
Wait.
that's why he killed
A
him.
little more to the left. A little more to the left. Too far to the left. Oh, the floor. Oh.
Someone's got to clean that.
Is it Phil?
Zetsu 973, come on, it's your job. Oh, come on, I didn't last time.
So Sasuke's storming forth to the battlefield to get him a piece of whatever it is he's going to the battlefield to get a piece of.
Who knows anymore?
And
Naruto's butt, seems like.
apparently,
Yep.
I would not be surprised.
Naruto's butt.
And the second Tsuchikage has been running away this entire time so they can get far enough away to summon Kabuto's trump card. One last coffin. And inside of that coffin is none other than, dun dun dun, Madara Uchiha.
The actual one.
The real one.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Not the fakesies.
He's alive. Not really.
Not really. He's
unlive.
I don't know how to describe him, but he's there, and he's Madara. And next time will be my favorite of all of these war retrospectives because the greatest thing ever happens.
Is it next time?
Yes, it's next time.
Okay.
Don't spoil it.
Are we done yet?
Yeah, that's the end of the arc, I think.
Right,
I assume so because Ken's saying next time.
Great.
Man, this was annoying.
Yeah.
Just this whole thing.
I want to say that for a large majority of this, when I was silent, I was watching celebrities read mean tweets and laughing with my mic muted. It kept my spirits up.
Yeah.
You have to have something.
So what did we learn from this?
That this is probably the worst part of the story.
Yes. But we knew that
Pretty
already.
bad.
Yeah. I never read the whole war arc because this is when I jumped off, like, after the whole, the whole summit and everything. I was just like, okay, I'm done.
This is where we started. I need to find the episode where the double meteors happened because I think my reaction
This is not where we started. We started after the fourth was back and after...
Yeah.
It was right about the time that Kaguya showed up, actually. Was when we started doing these recaps.
Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure we were doing them in the Phantom Flux episodes.
We were doing in the Phantom Flux episodes, but we didn't start until I think it was literally just before Kaguya shows up.
Because I remember I said some things about the double meteor, and that was spectacular.
We've talked about the double meteor a lot of times because it was great and terrible, but great. And it's something worth talking about, but it was never in the retrospectives.
Okay.
Or the recaps, rather.
Until now.
Yeah. Actually, I think the first time it was brought up, it was because I'd played the game, the third game, and double meteor happened.
On command.
Why was that not his ultimate move?
What was his ultimate
I don't
move?
remember. I never played as him. And I never got hit with it.
Well, since it's up here... who cares? Who cares? Fuck it. Who cares? I could play it and I'll find out. But I won't. Actually, I don't think you get to play as him. At least not in 3. Maybe in the other one. But, I don't know. It's not like I got far enough to try. Anyway. So, questions. We had questions. What were the questions? Who is the best trap in Bleach? Was the Bleach question. Which none of you fuckers answered.
Lame.
Because you bitched out. Fucking internet, who cares what you say on this? No one's gonna know.
Everybody was saying there weren't any
no one's gonna
traps
judge
in
you.
Bleach.
Not like it's recorded forever.
There were, I think, only like 2 traps. One I can't remember. One was in the Quincy arc.
Yumichika, Zombie Girl Boy, Charlotte Coolhorn, the
Loopy.
Yoruichi's brother, apparently. And there was another one, but it slips my mind.
But there were at least like 4.
Hmm.
So don't go saying
Which is more than enough that you need to make an actual decision on it.
One
I
person
don't
said
know.
wrong. One person. Let's actually let's go through the comments and just see what they said.
Yeah, and Naruto question was, what is the best non-traditional ninja weapon for the Naruto world? Alright, so, Wheelie humps you. Don't judge the name. I was in like 8th grade when I made this account, and now as a college student, I'm still too lazy to change it. I was going for pointing out his awesomeness, not hypocrisy, so yay friendship. If you guys want to see where Kishimoto got the idea for the Raikage's lightning technique, you should look up Hunter x Killua versus Yuppie, and just sit back and watch the badass.
I know Hunter x Hunter. I've read it.
Yeah, it's good.
Pretty good.
Killua's techniques are pretty awesome.
They are.
Much better than Gon's.
Mm-hmm.
He has lightning yo-yos. It's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah. Steven Z.
TC2MB says good
Oh.
vid as always. Thank you. Oh, I'm not doing this in order, am I?
Yeah.
Right, there we go. Stevens. Bleach. His problem with this question is that a character's gender was pretty obvious when he gets introduced. I guess the best answer would have to be Yoruichi's younger brother, whose name I can't recall.
Once again, we just named...
Well done, sir. Well done for answering.
We just named... Yeah, but we named like 3 more earlier, so...
Yeah. Not all the genders were obvious. I mean, we thought Yoruichi's younger brother was a girl for a while, and pretty much everyone thought Zombie Dude was a girl until we were informed that he reeks of semen.
Isn't that the point of a trap, though? That's why they're called traps.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. That's the point. So any effeminate male character would fit this. I mean, even if we weren't
Charlotte
tricked by it,
Gilhorn.
the point is somebody could be tricked by it.
Like Charlotte Gilhorn. Okay.
Naruto, for a non-traditional weapon that can exist in the Naruto-verse, I would go with a mounted Gatling kunai launcher for the Sky Village airplane objects.
This gun shoots swords.
It's nice.
Mini swords, but yes.
All right.
I don't believe it. That actually exists. I thought you were joking.
It has to be a movie weapon. It's a movie weapon.
Yeah.
Sky Village? Fuck, it is, yeah.
I gotta go with
It
the...
can exist in the Naruto-verse.
Hold on, we'll get to our answer.
We're not answering until we're done with everyone's
I
comments.
was saying about his comment. For you saying it can exist in the Naruto-verse. Whatever.
Kind of. Best trap in Bleach? Nope.
Oh.
Lame.
I want to thumbs down your comment right now just for that.
You lost my respect.
Best non-traditional weapon in Naruto? Lightsaber. Nope, I've already thumbs down your comment and I'm not going to take it back. Don't care.
Was there a lightsaber in Naruto?
It was an anime filler.
The Raijin no Ken.
I don't think I saw
literally
that
translating to Sword of the Lightning God, I believe.
Something like that, yeah.
Or the plasma blaster Nagato had was handy too.
The what?
Can?
The Asura Path gave him the ability to transform his body into weapons. He had missile launchers and had a chakra cannon in his arm, amongst other things.
I thought he was actually just a robot.
No. Like, he actually used that in his actual body. When he fought Killer Bee and Naruto in that fight I just told you about, he did that shit during that fight.
All right.
Ghost 13240. Is it actually something different?
No, I was just gonna start with the next comment. Let's go.
Okay, well, stop doing that, stop doing that. Ghost 132435. There is no best trap in Bleach, as I felt no attraction to any of the characters except for Harabel. Dude, that was not the question.
I kind of have to agree with his beginning topic, and then he switched over to Harabel, which, again, had nothing to do with it.
There is a delicious trap. You must hit it. That's how it works.
We didn't ask whether you thought any of them were delicious. We asked you which one was the best.
Yeah.
He answered it, but then he had a follow-up.
Was up to you, but you had to pick one. But again, bitch.
All of you failed me.
All of you except Wheelie Humps You.
Yeah, most of you failed us.
Oh no, it wasn't Wheelie Humps You, it was Stevens. Stevens, you're a good man.
Mm.
Yeah, you're awesome.
Yeah. For Naruto, the lightsaber, of course. I'm still going to thumbs down your comment.
Why do you hate that? I'm confused.
No, because
I hate him because he didn't answer the fucking question before.
He didn't answer the first question, and they try to get points for get with Casey by picking lightsaber.
Oh,
no,
fair.
It doesn't work like that. If you're going to bitch out, you're going to bitch out. Own it. Who the hell wouldn't choose the weapon that comes close to being a noble phantasm? Whatever.
It kind of does, actually, honestly. It is a legendary weapon, so yeah, sure. Still, thumbs down.
There's nothing more legendary than a sword with explosive tags on it, okay? That's a legendary weapon.
Legendary for the amount of idiots try to wield it and blow themselves up, yeah. Must be in the triple digits.
Okay. Ryu Hitsuya. Kenshi finally updated, blah, 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 blah. Thanks. Case, you're awesome. Slicer, you're awesome. Zero. Anyway.
Thumbs down for that.
Oh.
And then I put in my reply, I put, bruh. Just that.
Hmm.
Seriously, like, come on, man.
And no actual answers to anything in there. Cynic's Rise. Sorry, Casey, but also hear from Kenshi. At least he double-plugged this week. Week with an A for some reason. Questions. Bleach. Yoruichi's brother. Only trap I can really think of. But thumbs up because you answered the question.
Yeah, go ahead.
For Naruto, apparently they have a sniper that shoots medical needles. So that I get. There are some weird-ass weapons in this series.
This is also anime filler.
Yeah.
They have a sniper rifle but doesn't shoot bullets. It shoots... Oh my god.
You know, somehow Naruto does not even come close to matching the setting ever. And yet somehow the anime filler still goes even further outside the bounds of the possible anything that could be in the setting.
They have trains, they have movie theaters, they have electronics, they have TVs and radios, but they don't have a fucking gun. How? They have gunpowder, too. So.
Yeah. Well, at least the reason they don't have guns kind of makes sense. It's like, if you have ninjas, you're probably not going to start making guns. You could try, but you won't get very far.
Ish.
I mean, you're not going to have like an M16 right off the bat. You got to start with flintlock, and that's not going to work against ninja.
But that's the thing. To start with, people had muskets, and muskets were rubbish unless you had like 1,000 of them. But the thing is, you make 1,000 of them, and you can kill anything.
Pretty much.
All right. So, up next.
Why do you want to read so much?
Because I'm bored.
Ethan. Why does no one ever beat that dark side easily? This is a long comment. I could beat my dark side because I realized that despite all the fucked up thoughts that run through my head on a daily basis about people and things I love, I accept that and can move past it to be better. And that's it. That's all it takes, because they don't have the things that make you want to be a better person or even to endure hardship. They'll lose. And it doesn't go away. That's bullshit. Kind of pissed me off in Bleach. You're going to have to look up your instincts and lock up your instincts and the bad bits of you. Don't lock up those bits. You need those bits. Those bits are important. Accept the bits. Control the bits.
Become the bits!
Wow.
This is the point where I start to actually have emotion in my reading. Great. Control the bits.
Was that all his comment?
No, we're still going. Then become a true Shinigami Hollow Hybrid and kick ass. Seen this in a couple of pics, turned out pretty awesome. Kind of, yeah. I mean, Protector's Pride. That's a good one. Probably the best example of it, though it starts a bit rubbish. Poor Casey, don't you know? Never show any weakness around your friends. They'll prey on that shit worse than a hyena up an old elephant's bum hole.
Yeah, pretty accurate.
Is it? I think we're focusing on different parts of the metaphor.
Don't worry about it.
Have you accepted Black Ninja Jesus into your heart? I wonder if black people make better ninjas. The whole hiding in shadow thing considered.
Oh, come on. You have to.
I think he did. I think somebody had to. I mean...
Then again, the blonde, red, white, and
red, white, various
colors.
other hair colors give them away just as bad as all the other races and their ridiculous hair colors. Yeah, a little bit, but fucking...
So a bald black guy would be the sneakiest thing in the entire series.
Probably. I don't know. Kushina interacted with Kurama at some point because Minato came up with the Rasengan from watching a tail beast ball. Huh.
also
I didn't know
Is that actually true?
He also apparently fought Killer Bee and Raikage on a bunch of
Yeah,
things.
any tailed beast can do the tailed beast.
Yeah, any of them do that, so yeah. It didn't have to be the Nine-Tails. In fact, it probably wasn't. Daytime Tiger basically works by a guy releasing 7 gates, clapping his hands together to build up massive air pressure, then punching it so hard that it flies forward and explode.
Pretty neat.
What question does that answer?
I don't know.
Don't.
I think we talked about Daytime Tiger because it came up with Kisame fight. What would you do with a lightsaber hard-on?
Make
Make
toast.
toast.
Roast
Roast marshmallows. I just got a mental image for that which didn't involve a stick for the marshmallows. Bravo, Casey.
Bravo,
Did I actually
Casey.
say that?
Yes, you said something about lightsaber.
I remember the making toast. I don't think roasting marshmallows is something I would say. That's not a thing we do in this country.
I always fade out whenever we're talking about the manga Reflux and we're talking about Naruto, so I don't remember.
Huh. I just realized bravo is one of those words that I know how to use, but not the definition of. To Wikipedia! Bravo. Basically means well done.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It's kind of self-evident. Encore, by the way, means do it again, literally. So. Fuck you, Kenshi. You don't get to call Double Meteors awesome if I don't get to do the same for the sewing sword.
They are not the same thing. Not even close.
Not even close.
I do get to say awesome, and you cannot say awesome for the fucking punk sewing sword.
I'm really hoping you guys always make time for your lovable co-hides like me. Also, oddly enough, in the episode before last, when you read Neil's comments and I realized this was longer than mine, I felt oddly threatened. Oh, shit, I can piece it now.
Oh, that's great. Not really, but I mean, yeah.
Coincidentally, since he replied to his own comment and he has 2 comments, his actually is longer than Neil's this time.
Doesn't count, it's 2 different comments.
Yeah. But without the other comment, you lost to Neil.
And then mine was much longer than his last episode. The ball is in your court, Neil. Eventually I'm just going to post like 3 pages worth of text here and you'll have to dedicate an entire episode to me. It's going to be great, you guys.
If you do that, we're just going to ignore you.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Or we'll summarize or something.
Yeah. So, no. Don't even.
Don't do that.
Because the more time we spend reading your comment, the less time we have to actually make jokes and stuff about it and interact. So, yeah.
Okay.
Alternatively, that means less time spent on the Reflux and suffering through Naruto. So,
But we're going to be finished with that soon. So.
Yeah, but then it gets
That's a good point, yeah.
Ethan, again. I commented my comment, etc. Just realized I never answered the question. The best trap is Rangiku. Those clearly aren't real, and E's trying too hard to come across as feminine.
that's pretty funny,
I
actually.
like that comment.
I'll give that a thumbs up.
I liked that comment. I gave that a thumbs up when he first put it up. I was like, yep, all right. I agree with you.
He makes a good point.
Yeah. I see mass ninja warfare involving large groups setting up a massive jutsu to be flung at other large masses of enemy forces. Otherwise, a Trojan horse that's actually empty and a distraction for another attack. Huh.
All right, yeah.
So it's a Trojan horse. Okay.
Also, what he described was basically musket warfare, only with jutsu. So, yeah, that's how I see it as well.
Also, keep in mind that you can skip as much or as little of my comments as you want. It won't offend me, and I know it'd be a time saver. Thanks, but whatever. I don't care.
I read the whole thing since we're not on air, but I mean, on air you got to skip some of it, yeah. Or a lot of it. Or all of it. I mean, depends on who it is.
Yeah. Sepple 7.
Johnny boy.
Didn't expect you to read my wall of text on air. Well, we did. QB Slave. Dude. Seriously? Would just like to say Kenshi brought me here. I love your fics, man. They are my favorites out of all of the fanfictions I have ever read, and I'm always checking for my inbox updates from you. I hope you never stop writing them. Also, for the hell of it, definitely give every ninja a lightsaber as their unconventional weapon.
I like the reading. I don't know why you made that robotic, but all right.
Because it was talking about Ken again.
Right.
You know, Kenshi updates and he plugs us, and we get like 15 subscribers. I
20.
plugged actually, and I got us 2 subscribers.
Yay!
I might have got us 1. I don't know.
We were like 24. we were like 214 when I updated it, and then we went up to 216. So
you could argue that would be a delayed one from Kenshi.
it could be delayed ones from Kenshi, and there are actually no fans of mine.
My next episode, I'll advertise, and I'll just say, starring me. Watch, we get like 50 subscribers.
Yeah, sure.
So come out on Saturday. Fair warning.
Got it.
Neil answers, Bleach. There was no trap noticed in Bleach except this new kid. The only trap to be deemed hittable is and will remain Haku, no one else.
He needs to get out more.
I don't know whether to give credit for an answered question.
He said
Maybe.
except this new kid, so he basically answered Yoruichi's brother.
Kind of. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, I'll give credit for that.
And he gave an extra answer.
Yeah.
So he gets
It's not a great answer, but it's an answer. Naruto, forget about one weapon. You can have a whole arsenal of chakra-based equipment, and the war should have been the repeat of the Star Wars. The Star Wars. Where the Toby side has a Death Star, the moon with the 10 tails, a robot army, White Zetsu, and the Ninja Jesus side with the cool Renegade and Clone Army. Huh. It would be wonderful with Gaara as Princess Leia, whom Naruto had to rescue at the beginning of Shippuden. This is actually getting too close for comfort. Sarutobi as Ninja Yoda, and Jiraiya as a pervert Obi-Wan Kenobi.
This all makes sense.
Sarutobi died first.
This all doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you got those backwards, but otherwise it makes entirely too much sense.
No, I can kind of see the roles reverse. I can see Sarutobi as Obi-Wan. He did watch over Luke over so long, and then in comes Jiraiya, aka Yoda, last minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I would like to think that Aizen is going to piggyback on Uruha's attempt to enter the Soul Palace, all the while giggling about his genius plan.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that.
It seems too perfect not to.
It was all part of his plan the whole time. Everything,
Yeah.
everything was carefully measured from day one. I knew you would attack you, boss. And I knew Ichigo would get these clothes to let you into the Soul King's palace. I accounted for all of this.
This stayed back as far as he was born. As soon as he opened his eyes, he knew exactly what he was going to do.
He was born ready.
He came out and punched his mom.
He came out in Superman pose. Callbacks.
The only character that can say he was born ready.
Would it be possible that the Visors just one day showed up in their respective divisions, claimed that they were reinstated as captains because they were out of food or something and they were planning to mooch off Soul Society until Yamamoto found out? While Captain Yamamoto was still going through application for new captains without nobody being the wiser, and when Yamamoto found out, he just let it go, since he didn't have any good candidates. That sounds too likely. Again, I like this comment. It's very, very accurate to everything.
Yeah. There's enough incompetence in the Bleach universe that I could see that working.
Yeah. I think that the Uchiha clan was hiding the secret to remembering all the techniques that have been copied via the Sharingan. It could be that along with the mutation in the eyes, there is also a change in their brains which was required to remember the stolen techniques. This is the reason that Kakashi doesn't use that many moves that he has stolen, because he only remembers them for a short period of time and then forgets how to perform those techniques.
No, I don't think so. He uses a bunch of them like a few times.
It sounds more plausible than it is.
It does, yeah.
Well, Kakashi mentioned that he has 1,000 jutsus or something like that, but he only sees like a very small, limited number of them. So maybe he does.
Because you know the question is, who's counting? Can you just say, "Oh, I have 1,000 jutsu," and then like try to show off for the entire day? No, nobody's gonna sit for that.
It's Aranjiro Arurie syndrome. He has 1,000 techniques, but 990 of them are just different ways to prepare s'mores.
Or tentacles.
Yeah. Or tentacles, yes, that was the other joke. For Aranjiro Arurie.
Stop saying that name.
Maybe.
But he's Aranjiro Arurie.
Stop it. Just say that because you can.
Just because you know how to pronounce the name doesn't mean I have to hear you say the whole thing.
Okay. The Uchiha clan knew that Kakashi couldn't use the Sharingan to its fullest capacity, hence they only made a little noise from the whole Stolen Eyes thing, and the reason that they don't have a version of the Cage Beat Bird Seal for their clan. Again, sounds plausible, but it isn't. 0. What tattoo parlor do you go to where they do all the tats upside down?
Now, the implication was that Naruto, being Ninja Jesus and able to believe in himself, would attempt to give him his own tattoo, himself a tattoo, about Mom. But since he's an idiot, it would be upside
He'd write
down.
it upside down so he could see it, and forget that it's supposed to be so everyone else can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd look at it and say, it says, wow, that's not right, and then put it upside down and say, now it says Mom.
This is a SpongeBob episode. Sandy
Yeah,
Cheeks
I know, that's what I was
Yeah.
referencing. And nobody seemed to get that.
I got
Oh,
it.
no, I
We
did.
got it.
Yeah. Well, these guys got it, but nobody in the comments did.
Yeah. Could Kabuto not just go and dig Hidan's body parts up from where he was buried? I mean, he was already going around grave digging, so one more dig wouldn't hurt, and he would get pissed off Hidan to lead the Zetsu clones and return. No one told anyone. Shikamaru didn't tell anyone.
It was a secret spot where he buried.
Yeah.
That was the point, yeah. So nobody could find it.
Yeah. I mean, if he let people know where Hidan was, then someone at some point would dig him up, and he'd be back to cause problems.
Much like thousands of years in the future, when everything is all civilized and it's the future and everything, Hidan gets dug up in the
And
archaeological
then
search.
he joins Naruto's organization to protect the Soul Society or something.
That is not what that organization's for. Don't reference my things.
If they resurrect, if they bring him back out, he's gonna be like Bender. He's been lost in there for so long, he just doesn't care.
Again, and he ends up joining Naruto's organization for doing things that aren't necessarily protecting Soul Society, but might be sometimes.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I think that's a fan fiction too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a fan
So
fiction.
it is a
How
fan
did you
fiction.
know?
Oh god.
Yeah, I think I know the person who wrote it.
Do you now?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I can't remember his name, though. Must not
That's
be
a shame.
important.
I think it was Kenny something.
Yeah, probably Kenny.
Excalibur?
I hate you all.
I know.
We love you, buddy.
Hate's such a harsh word.
Do you guys think that Toby got fed up of Orochimaru trying to break into his lab where he keeps all the reserve Sharingan eyes, and that is why he conspired with Itachi to kick Orochimaru out of Akatsuki?
Maybe.
Orochimaru didn't know about the eyes, or else he would have or even that Toby existed, or else he would have totally done that. What he did was he went after Itachi to take his eyes, and Itachi just was like, no.
Nope.
Tsukuyomi.
I like the broken-in lab more. It's humorous. I like it.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to know about Toby. He just needs to know about all the eyes in a lab that he doesn't know who it belongs to.
I'm going to do this one first just to get it out of the way. Western Medley. Here for Kenchi. Best fix I've read for sure. I know, right? Did you read that one about fucking... I'll stop. Antonio K. Finally got the time to sit through one of these without interruption again. If only there were enough reverse traps to safely answer that question. Since there are none, I have no answer. Bitch.
Yeah, you are. Scythes would be cool, though a bit more normal than Hedons. Remember we just talked about in the podcast? So they won't hear this for a while.
Yeah.
If
not a scythe, then maybe a Kusarigama. That is actually a ninja weapon as far as I'm concerned.
It is, yes.
Close enough.
I'd rather have chains.
I'd rather have chains with a bladed ends concealed within both of my sleeves if I went that route.
Well, okay,
That's why it's a ninja weapon.
All right, Scorpion.
Get over here.
Get over here!
Chains are cool to me, especially with some type of blade at the end. Fucking Bleach, Vic,
Don't
et
worry
cetera.
about it.
It's only second to wire in my heart for weapons of that type. Now remembering the death of the coolest character in Akami got killed.
Oh, no!
Akami got killed.
No, I like Bullock better.
Well, that was cool, but still, like, they kill off a lot of characters in that. In the
Everyone
anime,
died.
In the anime, they literally killed off everybody except for one character, and it wasn't even the main character.
The show is called Akame Ga Kill. Isn't she the main character?
She's not technically the main character, technically. But she ends up.
I'd say, hey, you spoiled the series for me, but I still literally don't care.
And it's been done for a while, so.
Yeah. For a weapon that a ninja is not commonly going to be related to, I'd go with the spear. That is fair enough as a non-ninja weapon. It's very strange, I'll say that much, but, yeah, fair enough, fair answer. If Black Ninja Jesus is always with us, that would explain why I feel so paranoid everywhere I go. He's watching me and waiting for something. The joke is too easy. The moment I figure out what it is, hopefully I achieve enlightenment. Also, me and my dark side are on good terms. I'm not an angry person and I try to see the good in everything. He looks only for the bad. We meet in the middle, no one gets hurt. Except me. I have to play the pacifist. Also, Nega Scott from Scott Pilgrim is a cool guy and my favorite dark side character.
Yeah, Nega Scott! Thank you! I think I said the word Nega in there at some point. I said Nega Naruto, and he got it.
I think you said that, yeah.
Alright, that makes me happy.
Just remember Nega Robot.
I just call him Oturan.
Yeah. Also, we gotta do answers. So.
We should do the Naruto first, just because save Bleach for last.
Why?
I don't know, more amusing, I guess. I like that question more.
Naruto.
Unconventional ninja weapons. Unconventional.
Zeppelin.
Zeppelin's a good one.
Yeah, alright. You know what I'd like? A slingshot with, like, poison gas pellets.
Okay.
How about a Molotov cocktail?
Anarchist. I like it.
And the force it in the leaves? That's the ultimate weapon right there.
Well, if it's been dry for a while. I mean,
how about a paddle with chainsaws on the end of it?
I've got the perfect answer.
What?
Folding chair.
Oh!
Folding chair.
I'm outright shocked A or B has not used a folding chair in some.
Oh my god.
I can't think of an answer that's better than that.
I feel like I should drop the mic or something, but I'm wearing a headset.
Yeah,
don't do that.
Can we just all agree on folding chair?
Sure.
Yeah, I can't top that.
Yeah, I can't top that.
Fuck it. Death Star. I'm saying it again.
Okay.
That works. Sure.
You know what? It would blow up the moon. It ends the entire series.
That's
there we go.
pretty
Problem
much
solved.
all right. Yeah.
What happened? What was it? Well, it was like if the moon actually gets destroyed, you have all life on Earth would be extinguished within 24 hours.
There would be massive tidal shifts that would probably destroy a lot of landmass.
It's not that kills us. It's the fact that the moon deflects sunlight.
That it?
And so we would have...
That's bullshit.
And stuff like that. I don't know. I read an article. It was a long time ago.
Bullshit.
I don't remember all the details.
So, let me get this straight. The moon deflects all of our sunlight?
No, it deflects a portion of it. And without that deflection, it kind of is bad, or something like that.
I think it has something to do with
Okay.
gravitational field, keeping the atmosphere, making our world spin on, and I don't know.
Or the gravity or water. I don't know. Something. Everybody would die. That's all I know. I don't remember exactly how.
Nothing happened in the Dragon Ball universe.
Yeah, well, you know what? They're not on Earth. They say they're on Earth, but it's not Earth. Cause screw you.
Also, we have 4 moons.
Huh?
What?
We have 4 moons.
Earth?
Hmm.
Are we on the same planet?
Yes.
What are the other 3 moons? What are these?
Well, there's Luna, obviously, who's the first moon. There's Krine, which is a Cruisne spelling, which is in a sort of horseshoe orbit, so it doesn't quite complete the circle. And the other 2 are literally just code names. They're fucking letters and numbers.
Huh.
They're almost never visible.
My kindergarten teacher
I was
lied.
not aware of that.
Krine was discovered, I think 100 years ago, maybe. I honestly don't know. And the last two were, as you might expect, for moons that were named after numbers and letters codes. A couple of decades ago, maybe? If that.
So all this time, when you moon somebody, it's never been the right terminology.
You lunar someone, sure.
You need 3 other people to do a full mooning. It would require the entire podcast group.
This isn't astronomy flux. This is fandom flux. We should not be talking about moons. Unless you're...
All right. But it's flux. We move from one thing to another.
Moving on.
It just flows.
Who was the best trap in Bleach? Charlotte Coulthorne.
Okay, which one was that? Because I honestly don't remember that character.
Charlotte Coulthorne was the Aronquois. He was the Fraction of Barragan. He was the bad drag queen character. Yes, the one with the very prominent chin.
I bring that scene up and I cannot stop laughing.
I posted a link if you could see it.
Let's see here.
You look at it now.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I got a video.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay, here's the offensively long link.
Okay. Go. Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. Image Shack has decided it wants me to look at fucking videos. But yeah. Yeah.
Is this supposed to be a video?
No.
No, this is Image Shack.
It's not supposed to be, but
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just link the Google search and it'd be fine.
I'll be perfect. I have no idea what this is. This is just my commercial. Fuck this.
Yeah. He is just a phenomenally handsome man.
Sure.
Which is kind of the problem.
A bit, yeah.
I have found fan art of people's idealized versions.
I don't want to see any of it. Stop.
Yeah.
I'll be okay with it. I've seen worse on the internet.
I don't. Just because I've seen worse doesn't mean I want to go see worse.
Whatever. So Charlotte Coulthorne is the obvious pick, of course.
No, it isn't.
Is the obvious pick, of course.
Zombie dude.
Okay.
Just
here's
put it back.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't
here's
work.
the thing. Zombie dude would be the pick. Only apparently that person reeks of semen. So
Yeah, I don't know. It's because that smell.
That's a problem.
No,
I think
that just
an
means
extensive
you know
bath
he
would be
puts out.
fine, and then we're okay.
Well, I just found a really pregnant Orihime in this Charlotte Coulthorne image search.
Wow.
Okay.
Did she look at him and just boom pregnant?
I mean, her stomach is kind of bigger than her body, so I don't know.
Yeah, that would be vor fetish, not pregnant. Eating people.
But no, it says Orihime pregnant by Brom 290.
Bullshit. She ate somebody.
It's got like 5 kids or something.
It looks like same size vor.
The hollow baby.
Okay, so yeah, zombie dude. From behind, don't care.
Honestly, Bleach doesn't have very many good traps, but if we're going for the best, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with zombie dude.
Well, you see, the reek of semen thing just means you know he puts out. So, there you go.
Yeah.
If I'm forced to be trapped in a room alone with somebody, it would probably be Zombie Dude rather than Charlotte Coulthorne, because Charlotte Coulthorne would destroy anybody.
Yeah, Charlotte Coulthorne would not be a bottom zero.
No. Well, he might be, but I think he would be a power bottom. And that's a whole different problem. What were the other options? Oh yeah, Yumichika.
Yeah. I wanted to go last. Anyone else left to go?
Nope.
No.
Alright. Here's my answer, and why. first, Yushiro, Yoroshi's brother.
You actually know the name?
Yeah, it's Yushiro.
I know the name, too.
Why do you know the name?
I know the name.
I wrote it down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's fair enough. Why does Kenshi know the name?
Because I write Bleach.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, you've got to incorporate this character that has not been mentioned before now,
I'm not
but
going
probably
to,
should
but
be.
I don't want to. I don't want to at all. Slicer,
Right.
you were saying things.
Yeah. All right. Here, one, it's just a slender Yoruichi from behind, so he's got that going for him. And next, Soifong's probably going to want in on that, so threesome time. And three... Yeah?
That's an excellent point.
I changed my answer.
I changed my answer.
Although I'll wait for him to stop looking like he's 12 years
No,
old.
I'm not changing my answer because Zombie Dude still has Candace, so Thunder Tits.
Oh!
So,
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay, that makes it way more difficult.
I'm still going, though. See? By this time, you have a full-blown kind of mini orgy going, and Yoruichi's not just going to let that slide. Have an orgy in her house and not be part of it? I mean, yeah, so there you go.
Oh!
But if Candace jumps in there, like the big mouth, Quincy's gonna jump in that too.
Oh!
She's like 10.
Ooh,
That's
yeah.
kind of inappropriate.
She's not 10.
She looks like 10.
This has now become a difficult decision.
And then there's the other one that's actually, there's nothing wrong with her. She's just super strong. So,
Oh yeah, there's more girls. So I'm probably gonna go with Zombie Dude. But Soy Phone and Yoruichi.
I'm gonna go with the Yoruichi's brother.
you just say that.
But again, waiting for like 10 years or so.
Lame.
Yeah.
Lame.
He might he might get manly in that time, so then he's not a trap.
Technically, they age slower in Bleach. It would be a lot longer than 10 years you have to wait.
You're thinking way too hard about this. You're putting way too much thought in this.
It's like 100 years is like 1 year to them.
We have to make up for all those shitty commenters that didn't put any thought into this, okay?
It's like the F, Marry, Kill episode all over again.
Yeah, kind of.
That was a good episode.
But if they're not going to put in the effort, we have to put in extra effort so they have to listen to it.
Yeah.
Hear that, you assholes?
Yeah, you didn't want this to be a subject. It is now. That's what you get for not answering.
I don't think we have anything left after that.
No, I think we're done.
I think we're spent.
We need questions for next week.
Okay, so in Bleach, we're coming up to the final battle. I think
we discussed the Ichigo becoming the Soul King or whatever. What's going to happen to Ichigo? Or what do you think is going to happen?
What do you think?
Predictions for the ending, sure.
Yeah, and I just want to say now, knowing Kubo trying to drag this out, this fight may not be the end.
Probably not.
In fact, I'm willing to bet it won't be the end.
Okay, and Naruto question.
Let's see, we're in the second phase of the war.
Which character secretly hates Naruto the most?
And we're not talking about
that.
outright hating. It's just like I'm standing next to him, but I want to put my fist through his face. And then rip out his useless brain.
Can I answer that now, or should I wait till after?
Wait till...
That's
next week.
This is for next week.
Yeah,
so.
You can give your answer now. I don't think you're going to be on next week.
Yeah.
No, I won't
That's a
be.
good point, yeah.
I think Hinata. Definitely Hinata.
Damn it, stole my answer.
Good answer!
That was going to be mine.
Every day she's like, "Oh, you're so stupid. What did I do?"
Now
Take
you'll
me
like
now,
you
you
know, love
retard.
you.
Yeah.
That's
a good one.
that's an answer.
That's an answer. And that's an episode. So, thanks for listening to Manga Reflux episode. We don't do episodes of the show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For the stuff that we did. Because we did stuff.
613 and whatever the Naruto arc was.
613 and the countdown thing.
The stupid bit of Naruto number 743. There are a lot of stupid bits of Naruto.
Yeah.
So, thanks for listening, and bye now.
Good.
Thanks, guys. See you later.